Welcome to TechnoInfoEd. Let's jump into a critical market challenge that faces small businesses worldwide. We are analyzing a scenario where an MSME manufactures exceptional, high-quality products but finds itself consistently losing to massive corporate players. Even though the product quality is identical, customers default to well-known brands because the small business lacks branding, marketing muscle, and economies of scale. To understand why this happens, let's break down the core structural limitations faced by small firms when competing with giant corporations. The first major barrier is the economy of scale. Large corporations produce goods in massive volumes, allowing them to drive down the per-unit cost of production. A small business, operating on limited production lines, faces higher raw material and manufacturing costs right from the start. This drastically reduces their ability to survive a price war. The second barrier is a resource allocation deficit. Large firms can spend aggressively on mass media advertising across television, digital platforms, and billboard space. An MSME simply does not have the capital to buy that level of visibility, which means their high-quality product remains hidden in a crowded market. This leads directly to the third barrier, a brand equity deficit. Consumers naturally look for ways to minimize risk when spending their money. They default to corporate brands not necessarily because the product is better, but because familiarity breeds trust. Without intentional branding, an excellent product from a small business is met with consumer hesitation. So, how can a small business level the playing field? They cannot beat large corporations at their own game, so they must change the rules through targeted strategic interventions. First, the business must implement focused micro-branding. Instead of trying to look like a soulless corporation, the MSME should focus on digital storytelling, highlighting authentic founder narratives, sustainable sourcing, or craft quality. This shifts the consumer conversation away from raw price and onto emotional value. Second, they must embrace niche market targeting. Trying to sell to everyone is a waste of limited capital. By narrowing their focus to a highly specific, underserved consumer segment, the small firm can dominate that corner of the market where large corporations are too slow or rigid to compete effectively. Third, the business must leverage agile innovation. Large corporations are weighed down by intense bureaucracy and slow approval processes. An MSME can listen to customer feedback on a Monday and implement product improvements by Friday. This speed allows them to deliver hyper-customized value that big brands cannot match. To bring this all together into an actionable framework, the small business must abandon the traditional mass market model where they are structurally outmatched. By pivoting to an agile niche domination strategy, combining tight audience targeting with an authentic brand voice and rapid innovation, a small business can completely neutralize the scale advantages of corporate giants. Ultimately, quality gets you into the market, but strategic positioning is what allows you to win it.